Into the void of the old man.
Ooh, another lost city.
I've
heard of guys that
cat. What?
I've heard of people having big guts, but this is ridiculous.
Oh God, we've walked into DMC Devil May Cry.
No, not really.
It kind of does remind me of that
The alternate world, yeah.
The dream world thing. What the fuck was that face?
Yeah. Where did his eyes go?
I know I played at least this far in, probably a little further, because I actually do remember this sequence of events.
And don't worry about missing it. And don't worry about missing any like gems and stuff. You can come back to these later.
Bless you.
So is this like a parallel dimension of a sort? Because the big tree is still here.
Again, it's very, very complicated, and the game doesn't like to explain anything.
Does the sequel explain more, or
the sequel just raises more questions?
It could be worse. Okay. It could be Evangelion.
Yeah, and everybody isn't 10 yet. So
and Ava still makes more sense in this series.
No, it doesn't. I'll fight you on that. It does not.
You ran out of ink too, didn't you bastards?
And away
like this
we
game,
go.
like I mean, how bonkers does this plot get? I mean, what are we talking? If you can compare it to anything.
Okay. Remember Iblis from Sonic 06?
Oh God, that's not a good way to start.
I don't think you're doing this plot justice by bringing that up.
Well, I'm more just curious as to
have you played 2, Lewis?
Not yet, no.
So so you remember Iblis from Sonic 06?
Oh man, that doesn't really answer anything.
Exactly.
Damn it, Iroh, you're creeping me out with that face. That's better.
I like it when you look sad instead.
I like it when he has eyeballs instead. Can you blame me?
No, not really.
God damn it, Gate. I like it when you're wearing an asshole.
Yep. Here's a thing of money.
So since
like I said,
can you upgrade how long you can stay in the air?
Yes, you can.
So can you fly out of bounds in this? Well, not out of bounds, but
the game will stop you at some point.
The game tries to stop you. Okay.
The game will stop you at some point and just kind of warp you back if you go like way too far.
Okay.
Yeah. Fortunately, it doesn't do that thing where like a giant fish swims out of the water and eats you.
You just kind of warp back.
Okay.
It's one of those they just had to put that in place by nature of how the power works.
Yeah.
You have to put some limiter in there, otherwise you're just going to hit an invisible wall or just fall out of the game space.
Yeah.
So I'm not really going to hold that against the game.
Oh no, I mean those things have to exist. What I usually look for is how well they integrate it into the story. Like given an excuse, even if it's a bullshit excuse. Like for example, one of the things in Zelda Breath of the Wild is that they just have a text prompt come up that says you can't go any further whenever you hit the edges of
Breath
the
of the Wild does the same thing, yeah.
That's what I was saying in Breath of the Wild. That's just what they
I thought you said Wind Waker.
No, I don't know what happens in Wind Waker. I've never played that game.
Wind Waker, the boat literally turns her around saying
there's nowhere else to go.
There's nowhere else to go.
Okay,
yeah.
but in Breath of the Wild, because that's the one I played, it's just a text box that pops up on screen. It's just like, why? And it would have been better if they just had something in the game, like even if it is just a shark that pops out of the ground and eats you, it would have been
Link,
it's
I'm
something.
sorry, but North Dakota doesn't exist anymore. Oh.
The Dakotas got over their differences and became one big Dakota.
Star falls off the flag.
I will admit I like these sequences where you just have a long and frankly rather open series of essentially areas to mess around with your powers, where it's not quite the sandbox city, but more like there's an array of little designed opportunities for you to use your powers.
There are a lot more of these in Gravity Rush 2.
So 2 is more linear in general?
A little bit, yes. I will say 2 is a significantly better game.
Okay.
It's one of those things where, the story makes even less sense in a lot of ways, but the gameplay's better, so I don't really mind that much.
Can you eventually speed up your flight?
Yes, you can. You can hold X while flying, and it will go faster. Okay. You're even more unwieldy, but you will go faster.
Does that also eat up the meter faster?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
But it is there if you just want to get a move on. Like if you're pointed in the right direction and you just want to zoom. But I want to see what's up here.
Oh.
Ow.
Oh, they actually hit something up there.
Yeah. This is another one of those collectible map people.
What the
I
heck?
can see you.
Oh, right. This has something to do with whatever's happening to the city.
Yeah.
So she's a ghost now?
Kind of.
And you can talk to her. She can talk to you, but you can't talk to her.
Well, you were trying to say something, but then she vanished.
Oh, okay. Don't you just hate when you're trying to have a friendly conversation and somebody poofs in midair?
So they made all these one-off characters for just one conversation each?
No, some of them do reappear.
Yeah, that one felt like a loose end, so we might come in contact with her later.
Still, I like it when games put in the time to make a character that doesn't appear all that often, you know. Just because it, I mean, this is more of a AAA thing, but like, a lot of games have this priority where if it's a resource that you put a lot of time into, it has to be used and reused quite a bit during the game's duration. So you don't get a lot of games nowadays with one-off characters, or at least not one-off characters with work put into them. You know?
It's something that generally makes the worlds feel bigger and more open. Well, not more open, but more lived in.
Alive.
Yeah, is as if, you know, there are unique people that you don't see much or just aren't doing a whole lot. You know, it's just like, okay, this person's unique, but it's just another person. You know?
He's just there.
It gives you a sense of the people in the world, you know.
It's window dressing.
Yeah, that's something I do praise Breath of the Wild for a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, you do re-meet a couple of people, but there are still a lot of people who are just kind of there.
Just exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see Barry, and then you don't see Purple Barry in the other town.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild is good about it. Ratchet and Clank is another good one for one-off characters. Like, every planet has at least one. And, I'm trying to think of another one.
I mean, Wind Waker did a lot of that, too.
Yeah, Legend of Zelda in general is pretty good about that. Like every character, every village usually has their.
Well, later on, I would say that didn't really feel like a thing until
the 3D games, I would say.
Yeah, until Ocarina of Time started to do that a bit.
The 3D games, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't as necessary in sprite-based games because, well, sprites are by nature simple. So if they repeat, you don't think about it as much.
Now that I think about it, Link to the Past was also pretty good with that too. Except for like the
not really.
Cards.
I can't think of too many side characters.
No. But I'm just talking about well, whether or not you remember them is an entirely different thing. But the designs of them are pretty unique for every town you visit. Like I don't think there is a single reused sprite for townspeople.
Yeah, now that you're thinking about it.
You know, like the first two Zelda games, no, I can't say because you run into the same old man like in every game.
Hey, there's sometimes an old woman. All right, jeez, that is variety.
There's that too. Yeah.
Whew.
Nope, no more money there, I think. But money's over there.
All right, townspeople.
Yeah. Let's talk to some people in the town.
I sucked you into my belly and you collected money instead of rescuing the people. Yeah.
Why did you eat money?
Why did you eat people?
Yeah.
Touche, I'll stop asking them.
Are you gonna stop eating people?
Probably not.
Oh.
I did say there were 2 more rift planes you had to conquer, so might as well make you have a purpose in doing them.
So this would be a
boss
large
fight
chunk of town that got ripped off of the main map.
Yep.
And he ate it for some reason?
Most importantly, part of the town has the train station in it.
So if we can take it out of his stomach and then just plop it back into the real world?
Yeah.
Do people question this at all?
Sort of.
Sort of, okay. But they'll.
I think they're kind of just more happy that it's back in general.
Yeah, but think about the safety concerns, though, of using a
In any
train
case,
station that was in an old man's stomach.
In any case, it's time for a boss.
Yeah,
And-
how do the boss fights like rack up in this game?
And they're okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember
They're
fighting
they're
this.
they're
and
fine.
It's not particularly compelling. I mean, it's about as fun as a homing attack spam boss would be.
Stop hitting me.
No.
Well, stop hitting me.
It's a boss, Ryan. It's supposed to hit you.
Dive kick.
I mean, it is my most powerful move right now.
You do unlock more attacks, right?
Sort of.
You can attack with your left leg.
You do have special you do get special moves later on.
Okay.
It is handy to be able to just zip on over to a health power up when you need one.
Yeah. Yes. Stupid energy balls.
Put them into your face. Wait, no. Sorry.
Just wing it. Oh, you're
Yep,
trying to
there it
finish
is.
it with a dive kick.
No, I thought I was going to attack.
Dynamic finish.
Yep, go for the finisher. Finish
Oh,
this.
finisher.
Finish him.
Bum.
Oh, you see, have they done that in a Mortal Kombat game where when you do your fatality, you do a Sailor Moon magical girl transformation? Because if not, I need to
No.
talk to NetherRealm Studios like now, okay? Because that needs to happen.
Okay, no shit though. I thought the cat was gonna like transform into like a giant tiger.
It does in the next game.
Oh, okay.
Something tells me that that's your Bayonetta fan talking, John.
You know, it's funny because I was kind of reminded of Bayonetta early, like in part 1 when we were introduced to the gravity mechanics of her jumping on like broken platforms. That does remind me a lot of like the QTEs in Witch Time.
It reminds me of Witch Walk, more likely.
Yeah, in a way, yeah, I see it. Also, this game is now suddenly Sonic Unleashed. We got to bring up the broken pieces of the world back together.
A little bit. Also, High Shadow.
Oh wait, this is Shadow the Hedgehog?
Yeah.
Well, she's green as opposed to.
Well, no.
I'm
Well, no.
confused.
Her regular hair color is red and is black and red.
Oh, but
she's
she-
also the she's also the
Oh yeah,
anti-hero to our hero.
that's Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, that's Shadow.
Oh, she's got a bird
Oh,
instead
she's
of a.
bird.
The cat.
You know, she gets stomped on the
What
head on
is
the ground.
what?
and it-
Whoa, hold the phone. What is
What?
with that outfit? Okay,
Well,
Those
her
are
outfit or
peaches.
no, hers.
His? Hers?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't really get a good glance at it. Okay, there
There
it
you
goes.
What is up with that outfit?
I don't know. I kind of think of Kuja from Final Fantasy IX.
Yeah.
A little bit.
No, but it's funny because like earlier she gets her head stomped into the floor, and the only thing I can think of is, bitch, I've done a lot worse to myself.
But more importantly, this train's back up.
They're not gonna
Cool,
even
that-
make sure that it's not.
It works.
Wow, people in this town are really, really laissez-faire about these sorts of things.
Well, the game implies that it's been a while since this happened.
Laissez-faire. Get it? It's French.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but sure.
Oh shit! What?
I mean, yes, I meant to do it because I'm the person who makes puns, and that's my only contribution to this entire group.
Your check's in the mail, Ted.
Oh, really? Awesome. Now I can
Well,
eat.
we go.
I'm getting paid.
Well, we work via PayPal, so. I mean, I could write you a check if you wanted, but it'd take longer to get you the money.
And have the postal
get
service
paid in
steal it
pun.
in the mail? No thanks.
I get paid in puns, pun pal.
I wish I was painted gum.
I like how like the guy seems to have sort of narrowly averted himself from telling his kid where to find some sort of adult entertainment.
Yeah, we're going to the entertainment island next.
So how did people get from island to island before this?
Well, the train was there before, but they have airships.
So then why do we need the train?
Because
It's
not
more-
everyone
it's more-
owns an airship.
Also, it's more fuel efficient.
Is that actually what they bring up? Is fuel
Yes.
efficiency? Wow,
Oh,
okay.
man, at the
Yes.
same time, people
Well,
also
remember, you
prefer
can
to
only-
be on the ground.
You can only fall with style for a certain amount of time before you actually start to fall in the correct direction. So
Yeah. Also,
we need
it takes a lot more energy to lift something off the ground and then fly it. A train just goes along the rail.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then how did they build the rails? What are the rails connected to?
The other islands.
Whatever.
Well,
I told you, stop asking
there
questions.
seem to be support pillars below the rails, but I don't know if they're actually attached to anything. But then, when you think about it, what's holding up this entire town?
The pillar. For the most
one
part, anyway.
pillar. So, there must be some really badass structural engineering going on in this place.
I kind of imagine it's one of those things where it's held together by toothpicks and chewing gum, but it's the most like elaborate and impressive set of toothpicks and chewing gum you'll ever see. So it's okay. It's like it's so inefficient that at that point it's impressive, and you don't want to make it good.
You kind of inadvertently stumbled into the best summary of this game's story and lore that I've ever fucking heard.
Yeah, it just gets weird, so...
Toothpicks and chewing gum. Okay.
Oh, I like
mean-
the way this new island looks, though. It's definitely
It's-
a nice change of pace from the first one, which was just kind of buildings.
Yeah. It's
They do
the
a-
entertainment district, plus it has the school in it.
The games do a generally good job, I find, of differentiating the different districts, I guess. Whoa.
Yeah.
Holy hair.
Do you use a whole can every day?
Wait, who are you?
She's just a
Her
conversation.
earrings are baseballs.
And that's that.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait, found your twin sister.
and warp point.
Well, not all of them are one-off.
Wait, hold the phone. How can a manhole lead you back home when you're on an island?
Shush, Ted.
Okay.
I'm still getting paid, right?
Not for long, though.
Not at this rate. One thing we haven't talked much about is I do like this game's music. It fits every area very well.
I was gonna say I definitely noticed the music here in this part of the world more than the last one.
Well, it makes
Yeah.
sense that this place would have a jauntier soundtrack, and the first island would have something more subdued.
It's a very New Orleans vibe to this place.
Well,
Yeah.
again, French.
Yeah, I mean...
Were you about to say French?
Okay, if this is the entertainment district, it's probably closer to being the French Quarter than what we were just in.
Yeah.
But I
Oh,
was saying,
that
like,
poor man!
Yeah, Goomba stomp. God damn.
That person didn't have insurance, right? They're gonna need a GoFundMe
They
for
immediately get
years.
back up. It's like, wait, we have to swap insurance information.
someone just puts up a GoFundMe page. Superhero stepped on my head after 50-foot drop. Please fund my medical bill.